see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when
Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Dean's List coming at you with my weekly installment. This today is not a homebrew. It is this bad boy. What is that? Old Masthead? Oh, Masthead Brewing Company. I think they're in Cincinnati. Oh, Cleveland, Ohio. It's well, it's still Ohio. It's out near Mr. Feck's way. Love this beer. All right, what's going on this week? I brewed an Oktoberfest. Matter of fact, let me come and take you on a tour here. And I'll show you. And actually, I'll stop off and talk a couple of other things on the way. So here's the update on the barrel. Is I had put a whole bunch of wax around here, kind of gobbed it on, and I noticed that the barley wine was still kind of bubbling out. So I changed my approach, and I pushed the wax in, and then I wiped it off with a rag, and that actually got the wax to kind of push down into the crevices and finally sealed it. So it's been lock solid for several days now, nothing seeping out, so I think I'm good. Come with me. All right, so we're coming in here into the, let's see. Well, first of all, I updated my board here. Didn't hit the gravity that I wanted on my Oktoberfest. You can see there, I was targeting 1056, I hit 1048. I think it's because my crush is a little too fine, and it, you know, again, when you have a crush that's almost too fine, it makes kind of this like grain, I don't know what you call it, cake, grain cake. It's like this round, whitish looking cake, and I think that slows down some of your, you know, sparging ability as you're sparging through. I don't think it lets you wash all the sugars out of it. So I think I have to adjust my roller just a little bit, and I think I'll get better efficiency. So, but that's okay. It still came out at 1048, 1048, well, maybe 1049. You know, it's kind of hard to read the hydrometer, but let's see. Yeah, so so I'm just going with an OG of 1050 because I think it was like 1049 instead of 1048, and then there was some bubbles in the hydrometer, and I couldn't really tell. So I said, you know what, I'll just go with 1050 because that sounds about right. Oh, I know why I said that. Plus, I gave it another point because I used one of those proper starter yeast starters. I put a yeast starter in it with 2 packs of yeast. So I think maybe that extra gravity juice from the yeast starter might bump it up another point. So it's Mike Dean math, East Texas math. So I'm looking at 1050. So yeah, right now on tap, all I have is a little bit of this averted vision left. So as Wally points out, I need to hurry up and bottle that. So here we are in the fridge. Can you see it? Yeah, there's my Oktoberfest, which is happy and chugging away. So it's a good thing I did a starter. I had to use, my homebrew supply store gave me 2 packs of Omega yeast because the Omega yeast that I ordered when I went to pick it up, he mentioned that it was kind of on its last couple of days of expiration. So he just went ahead and gave me another pack of Omega. What is it, Bayern yeast for free? So on the house. So that was very cool. Thank you, Derek. If you're watching us. So yeah, so maybe I'll show a little bit of video of the view day of the brew day. It was a fun brew day. You know, very non what do you call it? I don't want to say uneventful, that's actually good for a brew day. You want it to be very uneventful. You don't want any surprises. What else? Let's talk about a collaboration that I have coming up with my good buddy Stein, who's got his channel now. So he needs to change it. Right now it's just his name. He needs to change his channel name to be his home brewing, his brewery name. I'm not sure what his brewery name is. I think he mentioned it, but I don't remember. Anyway, Stein is one of my Army buddies. He was a West Pointer, and you know, so hopefully he's probably watching Army football like I am. 2 weeks in a row, 2-0, crushing teams. Hopefully we do good this week. We're playing BYU, and they look pretty tough, so that'll be the true test, I think. Anyway, so Stein and I decided to do, and he's actually done a couple of beer reviews of some of my beers. He sent me some beers. I think his last package he sent me got lost in the ether somewhere. You know, there's probably some parcel shop dude sitting back with some homebrews, you know, enjoying life. But we you know, came up with a collab we're gonna do together. We're gonna do, I think it's gonna be a smoked breakfast porter, I think is what we came up with oats. A smoked oatmeal porter. A breakfast, I'll call it an oatmeal breakfast porter. So we wanted to do something kind of, you know, fallish. So, you know, we thought a porter would be a fun beer to do, nice and colorful. And I just love porters. And yeah, we're gonna try to make it kind of like bacon. I've done one of these before, but Stein has got the grain bill, so he should be coming up with a grain bill. I'm gonna come up with hops, and then I guess we'll talk to each other on what we want to do for the yeast. Yeast isn't as big a deal for a porter. Probably an English ale or something. Those are usually pretty good for a porter. But anyway, yeah. So we'll do that. I'm probably gonna brew that. I think not this weekend, but next weekend. We're gonna do a virtual brew day, so that is gonna be a ton of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And the cool thing about a porter is, you know, it's a beer that you get in the keg pretty quickly, because it doesn't take a whole lot of time to ferment it. There's no dry hopping. There's nothing like that. What I didn't show you, maybe you saw it when I swung the video around, but I also have an American brown ale that is sitting in the fast ferment. So that thing is ready to keg. It's already finished out. I think it's, what did I say it's going to be? It's probably about 5.5% American brown, 5.1, something like that. I checked the final gravity. I'm going to have to check it again, because I don't know if I wrote it down. But it's tasting nice. Exactly what it's like my house kind of brown recipe. So yeah. So I'll get that on tap. So then I'll have that and what I have left of my Brett Pale, and then I guess it'll be the Oktoberfest, you know, coming in last, and then this bad boy over here, the big ass barrel aged barley wine. That thing's not going to be ready until right around Christmas time. So, but anyway. That is the update from the Dean's List. Very quick one. Man, this Masthead Brewing. If you can get this IPA, it's a very good one. Good no coast IPA. So anyway, that's all I got for this week. Very quick one. I'll show a little bit of, you know, brewing. I didn't get much, but I'll show you what I have. And have yourself a happy homebrew. Oh, by the way, let me plug Woodshed Brewing. If you haven't been to Woodshed Brewing, I'll put Dennis. I'll put his link in the comments, but you should go check. He does some really cool videos. He's doing a lot of those grain experiment videos right now. But he did a Homebrew Wednesday last week, or maybe it was his third Homebrew Wednesday, and he showed his hop farm out in the back of the house. He's got this little, wire kind of swivel setup where he can go in and lower the hop vines down so he can pick them. And then he shows you how he dries his hop vines out. And then I think he did a little bit of brewing. But it was a really cool Homebrew Wednesday. He does it right. Much better in the how-to and stuff than I am. I just kind of capture some spurious videos of me brewing. But he's putting out some really, really good content. So highly recommend you go and check out his page. Go check out Stein's page too. I'll put his information in the bottom too. Let's give him some subscriber love. Build him up. He's gotta get Stein into the SJ Pour competition this year. His dude is making some really good, clean beers, and he's like, I think he's been brewing less than a year, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stein, but man, he's putting out some really, the beers that he sent me were really, really good. I mean, super clean, not your novice homebrew, what you would expect. So I expect he's going to have a good entry this year. So anyway, now I will say, have yourself a happy homebrew and a very, very happy homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Slanta. Okay, I'm making the Dean's List Oktoberfest. I'm underletting right now into about 10.5 pounds of grain. It's mostly it's a 5 pounds Vienna, 2.5 pounds Pilsen, and 3 pounds light Munich. Should be good. And I made a starter because I got 2 packs of Omega yeast. They were near the end of their good date. So Derek was nice enough to give me 2 packs for the price of 1. Had to make a starter too. Don't normally make starters, but figured I better be safe than sorry. Okay, this is Dean's List Oktoberfest. That looks like a really good color for an Oktoberfest. I'm very happy with that. It's going to be on the lighter side, which is kind of like I like them. More traditional, not that copper color that you normally see. It's going to be a really good one. A lot of Munich and Vienna. Oh. All right, here we go. 15 minutes left. Put in my work block and 1 ounce of Collar Tower Mint Fruit.